I was like, what is actually meant to be in a motivation letter? Am I applying for a visa? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're an oldie, thank you so much for coming back. My name is Nneka and I upload immigration and lifestyle content right here on my channel, and you're welcome. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the difference between universities and colleges here in Canada. I know sometimes they can get mixed up and it can get kind of confusing. So today I'm just going to try to throw more light into the differences and also the similarities between both of them. Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty, I want to let you guys know that there are three post-secondary institutions here in Canada. We have the universities, colleges, and also vocational schools. Just in case you don't know what post-secondary schools or post-secondary institutions are, post-secondary school literally just means post-secondary school, or in your case it might be after high school, depending on where you schooled. I know back in Nigeria we call our high school secondary school, and maybe in US they call it high school, so it depends on where you're from or where you studied, right? Universities and colleges here in Canada is way different than what you know in other parts of the world or in other countries. Canada is kind of different. The educational system here in Canada in terms of colleges and universities are kind of different. The only similarity is that they both offer post-secondary education. Colleges here in Canada focuses more on employment skills, career training, trade, and they are more practical based. They provide more practical based programs like culinary, tourism, IT, media and film production, design, things that are more hands-on compared to universities. Universities here in Canada are more theoretical and they focus more on analytical skills. Analytical skills is just basically the ability to understand and use basic information about a particular topic or a particular field. Universities here in Canada offer more science and research-based programs, and most research papers here in Canada are actually written by university students. So in a nutshell, I would say colleges offer more practical programs and university offer more of theoretical programs. Okay, so now that you understand the basic concept on both universities and colleges, let's go into the differences. I basically found 6 major differences between both these institutions, and the first difference is the programs they both offer. Universities are degree granting institutions, so they only provide bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. Colleges here in Canada grant diplomas. They have 1-year programs, 2-year programs, 3 years, and 4-year programs. The 1-year program is called a postgraduate certificate. The 2-year program is called a diploma program. The 3 years is called an advanced diploma program, while the 4 years program is called a bachelor's degree. Basically, the 2-year and 3-year program is like a bachelor's degree but more compressed. So things that you do in a 4-year program, they just basically compress it into a 2-year or 3 years program. So for example, now if maybe you want to get a bachelor's degree in a college as what will I use? A microbiologist, for example. Normally, for you to get a bachelor's degree as a microbiologist, you would have to go to school for 4 years if you're going to the university. This is just an example, right? So you'd have to go to school for 4 years, but if you pick a 2-year program as a microbiologist, they will just compress all what you're meant to do in that 4 years into the 2-year span so that you don't have to necessarily wait for 4 years. And I noticed that like if they compress your programs, they will just take away all those unnecessary subjects that we offer in school. For example, if you're trying to be a medical doctor, they'll be teaching you arts or Spanish or things like that. But when you're in a college and you want to compress your programs, all those unnecessary subjects are going to be taken off so that you have more time to just focus on what you really want to do and something that you really want to focus on. I noticed that most international students who already have like a bachelor's degree from back home always go for the postgraduate certificate. That's the 1-year program in colleges, or they go for the 2-year program, which is the diploma program. I mean, like nobody wants to go for a 4-year degree again or a 3-year advanced diploma program again because you already have like a 4-year degree program already, right? But that depends on you. You just pick whatever you want to go for. The second difference is the student and instructor ratio, or the student and teacher ratio. Colleges have very small classrooms. I would say classrooms because they kind of remind me of when I was back in secondary school. Like classrooms are small, of about 32 people in a class, but universities have like halls, like big halls. The student and instructor ratio in colleges are way lower than that of university. It's like when I was in my first year and second year of school here in Canada, my first program, we were just about like 30 students in my class, and the second we were like 32. But like in university, you just see like a huge hall with so many students. It looks like a theater basically. So the student teacher ratio in universities is way high than that of colleges, and I feel like in cases like that, students need more, self-motivation and independence in terms of schoolwork compared to students in the colleges. The third point is flexibility. How do I explain this? Colleges here in Canada, right, as far as you already have a bachelor's degree and you want to pursue a totally different field, you can do that. But that's not the case in universities. Okay, I'm going to use a friend of mine as an example. He graduated as a medical doctor. He has a bachelor's degree as a medical doctor. When he came to Canada here, he decided to change his field and started doing welding in a college. So colleges give you that flexibility to do whatever you want to do. In colleges, you can go for any program you want to, as far as you meet like the basic requirements and also have a degree. You can basically just decide to, I'm a nurse and I can just decide to be a cook, and I'll go to like a culinary school in the college and get my certificate and I become a cook. So they give you that flexibility and they allow you to explore more. Universities don't do that. Universities are more strict. They don't give you that freedom to explore, to change your career path if you want to. If you have a bachelor's degree, you cannot change your master's program. No, you must take a master program that is in the same field as your bachelor's degree. They don't really give you that flexibility or that space to explore other career choices just in case you want to change. But colleges give you that like freedom to do whatever you want to do. And the positive side about it is you kind of get stackable credentials. I have a bachelor's degree in nursing and I decided to take the leadership for healthcare program, which is a credential, and I also decided to take nursing aid program, which is also another credential. So you kind of get like stackable credentials, if you get what I mean. But in university you can't do that. You will just have credentials in one particular field. Okay, so yeah, that's just the downside to it. The fourth difference is obviously cost, finances, money, sika, roshi, dengue. That's the fourth difference. Finances in university and colleges, they are like in two different lanes, like two different spectrums. Universities are way expensive than colleges. The normal range for a university here in Canada is 20 to 25,000 Canadian dollars a year. And yeah, I know that there are cheaper universities, and I already made a video about that. I'll link it up here. So just in case you're looking for cheaper universities here in Canada, just watch that video. The normal range for colleges here in Canada is like between 15 to 17 Canadian dollars a year. And yes, again, I made a video on really cheap colleges here in Canada, link up here somewhere, so check it out. So yeah, colleges are way cheaper than universities. And one thing you guys have to know is that universities in Canada are ranked, but colleges in Canada are not ranked, but they are still both good like educational institutions. All depends on the kind of field you want to go for. Finances is like a huge difference. So if you're really financially tight, college might be the best suit for you. But if finances is not really an issue for you and you really care about rankings of schools and your program is more on the research-based aspect, then university, all yours. The fifth difference is requirements, guys. Requirement. A few weeks back, I was applying for a master's program for my baby sister. Of course, it had to be in a university because only universities offer master's program, right? And they ask for so many unnecessary things. Like, I know like when you apply for colleges here in Canada, the only thing they ask you for is your degree, English proficiency, and your application fee, which is like between 75 to 150 Canadian dollars. But in university, there were so many things they asked for. Aside the application fee and aside the English proficiency exam, they asked for the reference letter from a faculty member, transcripts, they asked for motivation letter. I was like, what is actually meant to be in a motivation letter? Am I applying for a visa? The next thing they ask for is letter of intent, and also ask for portfolio. But yeah, universities ask for so many things compared to colleges. Colleges, they don't really care, to be honest. They don't care. They just want you to just come into the school, learn what you want to learn, be good at it, and that's it. They don't really care, but universities, they do, 100%. Okay, so the last difference is application time. Universities have very slim application duration, and they open their application portal a year before the start date of the program. So for example, this is August of 2021. So application for fall next year is already open for your university. That application portal is only going to be left open for like 2 months, 3 months max. After 2 months, they close it. But that's actually depending on the university. Some universities are more lenient with their duration than other universities, and it actually changes sometimes. That's what most universities do. But colleges, man, like, you can just walk into a college now and say, okay, you want application for a program that is going to start tomorrow, and as far as they have like a free slot, they're going to take you if you like meet the basic requirements and everything. But universities don't do that. You have to be very proactive with them and start as early as possible. I'll just personally advise, like, if you already have a degree, finances is a bit tight for you and you just want something quick, right, then colleges is your best bet. The tendency of your application being refused in a college is way slimmer than that of a university, because university, they are always, you know, checking your GPA and going the extra mile to do some extra unnecessary things. I actually forgot to mention, like, when I was applying for my sister and they asked for a reference, that reference has to come directly from the instructors, which is just time consuming. So colleges are way faster. To get admission into a college is way faster than to get in university. So yeah, just weigh both of them. You just have to weigh your options and look for the one that best suits you and go for it. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. Please, if this video was very impactful and very educational to you and you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed yet, please do subscribe and also turn on the post notifications so that you can get notified every single time I upload a new video. You can go ahead and watch my other videos right here and right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Love and light. Bye guys. Bye.